Let's take a look at rotations on the XY coordinate plane. We're going to cover rotations of 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. First of all, whenever we say rotation of a positive angle, we always mean counterclockwise. So in that direction. The hands of a clock move this way. So when we say counterclockwise, we mean opposite of a clock. So we have counterclockwise is this direction. Okay, why 90, 180, and 270? Well, first of all, the x-axis and the y-axis are perpendicular to each other. So that means this angle between them is 90 degrees. So a rotation of 90 degrees will move this triangle from this quadrant, or from this area, into this area. So rotating 90 goes into the next quadrant. Rotating of 180 is going to go through two quadrants. So 90 would be to here. We're going to go 180 into this quadrant. So it'll be somewhere in here. 270 is going to go through three quadrants. So 90, 180, 270, somewhere in here. And we don't do 360 because 360 goes 90, 180, 270, 360. We're right back where we started, so we're not going to worry about rotating 360. We'll just end up exactly where we already started. Okay, you might also see rotations for negative 90, rotations for negative 180, and rotations of negative 270. Well, if 90 is this way, then negative 90 is this way. Negative 90 is the same as positive 270. Because there's 360 in the full circle, so going 90 this way is the same as going 270 the other way. So we have that rotated negative 90. We'll just do the same thing we do for rotating 270. Negative 180 is the same as 180. So when we have to rotate negative 180, we'll just rotate it 180. And rotating negative 270 would be 90, 180, negative 270. That's the same as just rotating it 90. So negative 270 is the same as rotating it 90 degrees. Okay, now that we have an idea of what quadrant we're going to end up in, let's take a look at the specific rules that tell us exactly where each coordinate will go. So rotating 90 degrees would be the same as taking the original xy and then changing it to negative y x. To rotate 180 degrees, we take our xy and we change it to negative x, negative y. To rotate 270, we take our xy and change that to y, negative x. Let's try rotating this triangle ABC 90 degrees. So let's first write down what the rule is. We're going to take our xy coordinate and change it to negative y, x. So let's write down our coordinates. We have A, B, and C. A is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. B is 1, 2, 3, 2. and C is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we're going to figure out what A prime, B prime, and C prime will become. So let's look at the rule again. We have x, y, and then we're going to write the y first, but we're going to make it negative, and the x is going to come second. So we take this y and make it negative, becomes negative 5, and then just x, 1. So now for b, again we're going to do negative y, then x, so negative 2, 3. And then C would be negative 2, 1. So what happened is the x coordinate for A became the y coordinate of A prime, and the y coordinate became the x coordinate after we negated it. So A prime is going to be at negative 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A prime. B prime is at negative 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we have B prime. And C prime is at negative 2, 1. So we go 1, 2, 1. C prime. So then we could graph our triangle. And now we have the image triangle ABC of triangle ABC when we rotate it 90 degrees. Now let's rotate triangle ABC 180 degrees. So again, let's start by writing our rule. So the coordinates x, y are going to become negative x, negative y. So let's write down our coordinates of triangle ABC. For A we have 1, 5. For B we have 3, 2. And C we have 1, 2. So we're just going to take the x and y coordinates and negate them. X becomes negative x, y becomes negative y. So A becomes negative 1, negative 5. B becomes negative 3, negative 2. And C becomes negative 1, negative 2. So this is A prime, B prime, and C prime. So A prime is negative 1, negative 5. B prime is negative 3, negative 2. And C prime is negative 1, negative 2. So let's connect these dots and make our triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. And now we have the image of triangle ABC when it's rotated 180 degrees. Now let's rotate triangle ABC 270 degrees. So let's write down what the rule is we're going to follow. We're going to take x, y, and it's going to become y, negative x. So let's write down our coordinates for A, B, and C. A is 1, 5. B is 3, 2. And C is 1, 2. And from this, we're going to find the coordinates of A prime, B prime, and C prime. Okay, so to make this switch, we're going to take this y coordinate and list it as the x coordinate of the image. So 5, the y coordinate of A, is going to be the x coordinate of A prime. Then we take the x coordinate, make it negative, and then that's going to become the y coordinate of the image. So we take 1 and write -1 for the y coordinate of A prime. So now B to B prime, we're going to take the y coordinate first, so take 2, that becomes our x coordinate. This x coordinate 3, we're going to make it negative, and it's going to be the y coordinate for B prime. If you just follow the rule up here, it'll make it a lot easier. Just taking this x and writing it here but negative. So this x goes here but negative, this y goes here. So this 2 is going to go here in this location, and we're going to take the 1 and make it negative there. So now we can plot this. We have A prime is 5, -1. B prime is 2, -3. And C prime is 2, -1. Let's connect these dots. And we have the image of triangle ABC when it's rotated 270 degrees, or we can think of it as being rotated -90 degrees.